Man, what a game last night, dude.
This is awesome, man.
We had
What a way to get back to things. You know what I'm saying?
we had one of the best rookie preseason duels we've ever seen. We might ever see. We will ever see for sure. That first half, um, it was something else, and a lot of hype coming in, but it lived up to it and then some.
It was at halftime. Let me think here. Is 81 to 74, bro. Think about that. Halftime score 81 to 74. It was insane. I mean, it truly was insane.
What do we see from Chet that got us so pumped up, bro?
All right. First of all, preseason game. I know every like unintelligent person in the NBA will say preseason game, don't get too excited, right? But the thing about it is that it's the hype train right now. You know, like not to get too excited about a preseason game that we get to see Victor versus Chet play against each other is like, you know, saying like taking you to a strip club and say, whatever you do, don't touch the titties. You know what I'm saying? Like it's impossible, man. Like you got to compare them at least. You got to look at them and say, damn, like that was a hell of a night. Like Chet, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 2 of which were offensive, right? He had 1 assist, 1 block. He shot 2 for 2 in 3-point range. He shot 7 for 10 from field goal and 5 for 7 from free throw. Like those are outstanding stats, man. Like for a first game and only playing 16 minutes, man. Come on.
And we
Soak
were
that shit.
We were hoping for a taste of an elite rivalry. And man, did we get to see a little like extracurricular shit out there, man. Like there was the headbutt that Victor laid on Chet, and Chet ended up with a bloody face. And then for some reason, Victor decided that headbutting somebody was a good reason to like stand over someone and flex. But whatever, he did his little flex thing, which is funny to watch him flex. Chet didn't appreciate it, so Chet gets a chance back. I don't remember exactly the sequence, but he gets an and one, so he flexes pretty big, right? And then there's I don't know, what was that, dude? The clothesline, legs. What happened there where Chet ended up on his back and Victor was acting like he didn't do shit?
Well, I mean, I think that's what happens
What's up,
when
Lonnie? What's up, Blake? What's up, yeah.
Man, I got to be careful with this because like the reality of what happened is I really think that we saw a direct correlation to exactly what happens when people start talking shit and they don't really know what they're talking about. Let's just be honest. You know, like when the San Antonio Spurs fans started coming around and saying we said Victor's going to get injured and all this other shit, you know, right? Like it was just noise. Like we never said any of that shit. We just said that if he doesn't protect himself, if he doesn't learn how to get stronger in certain areas, I mean, he's a 19-year-old kid. Of course we're going to say shit like this, you know? But
dude, there was that one
level.
It was that one
level
play.
Got amped up. That what we saw last night was not a normal game because of what I believe was behind the scenes and being said. You know, all those San Antonio fans, all the Karens out there, they're all like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" Repost, repost, repost. And you know that this shit's gone in front of these players. You know it. You know that these people are like all around saying, "Oh yeah. These Last Storm dudes are idiots. Look at what they're talking about Victor." So you know that amped it up. You know, as much as I say I don't want to have any, you know, correlation to that, but it happened. You know, like as much as we want to say it didn't happen at this moment, like Victor is pissed off about that, and he should be. You know, like people are, in his opinion, talking shit about him. He should be able to stand out there and say, "Fuck Oklahoma City. I didn't even know where Oklahoma City was on the map before I started playing for the San Antonio Spurs," because that should be his reaction.
I just wish I had brought up Britney Spears, but anyway, we'll move on and we'll just like rock without.
God, how did we forget to bring up Britney Spears, man?
I think we should all just move on.
That was a layup, man. We fucked that shit up.
But honestly, though, let's talk a little bit about Victor because I think everybody wants to hear us talk about Victor.
Cool.
His game is outstanding. He has some good passes. There's some elements to his game that are really, really good. But I have this question in my head after that game where I'm thinking like, obviously his size is elite, right? And he's very athletic for his size and all that. But what does he do on the NBA court right now that's really at a high level? And after that game, like I know it's just one preseason game or whatever, but like it seems like his biggest strength is like shooting the three. Like he likes to shoot that three. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. I was just laughing because I was about to say his biggest strength was the cherry picking.
cherry picking.
He got down. I mean, whether it is you want to call it getting down the floor, I felt like he had 3 or 4 steps on anybody else that was trying to get down the floor because he recognized the ball was in the air. Instead of rebounding, he got down the court.
You didn't really
Which
focus on
again, that's
rebounding.
guard mentality. Like I can't hate it. I don't hate guards, but when you are standing at 7'3" and you take yourself off of the offensive boards or off of the defensive boards, you know, for a team like the Oklahoma City Thunder, you're going to fucking feast. And Chet feasted last night. He had 2 offensive boards in the 16 minutes. You know, if he had played 30 minutes, he would have at least had 5 offensive boards because you can't play defense like that where you're not crashing the boards in the NBA. I get it. In the French league, by all means, cherry pick all you want, right? 4 versus 5, it works. But in the NBA, they'll learn how to pull that shit back out and make you suffer for it. So, like, you know, and we got what, 2 steals off of the trying to go fast break over top. So at that point, it didn't really work for them. They got 1, we stole 2.
All right, that's what I want to hear from you. So let's get back to what we like about Chet. Let's talk about specifically.
Oh, and I want to say, Jaden, before any more, Mark, Jaden, real fast here, 5 rebounds for the 8-foot dude. All right. Well, 5 rebounds, and he only had 1 rebound while Chet was out there. Chet comes out of the game, didn't play the second half, and the second that Chet's not playing anymore, he picked up 4 more rebounds. So, like, that just shows you, like, they did not want him rebounding against Chet. They did not want him going up against Chet.
So, like, honestly, this is for Victor. Like, he's probably the most hyped rookie. Like, you can even go back to LeBron and be like, "Well,
dude, LeBron was so hyped, dude. I remember
he was.
We were high schoolers, bro.
I know what you mean, but like, media is at a different stage right now, and hype means a different thing right now. And I just feel like for where Victor's at and stuff, for this entire situation, what I appreciated so much about what Chet did was he came out and he was like, this is like, I'm a hooper, right? I play hard every game. It doesn't matter if it's a summer league game, if it's a preseason game.
It was brilliant.
Right? So he comes out there and he just balls, dude. And what I appreciated the most about the game was the fans in the arena responded to that.
Yeah.
It was the loudest I've ever heard a preseason game. And they were freaking out. And I just feel like this coming season, I just want to say, like, I can tell the fans are taking on this mentality, this personality, where it ain't your grandpa's Thunder team anymore.
No, it's not. And one of those guys that really showed out last night, I feel like he played 18 minutes. That's J-Dub, Jalen Williams.
Yep. We got to give him so much love.
He didn't necessarily shoot very well. Like, he shot 1 for 4 in 3-point range. He shot 4 for 12 in field goal and 3 for 7 for free throws. I think that's a lot of game jitters. But what he did was, I want to say for 6 minutes, he took over. He took over in such a way that, like, he put a ton of points on the board. I think he put 8 points up on the board.
Put back dunks, just
passing the ball, assist, like rebounding. I mean, 2 offensive boards during that time. Like, he was doing so much. It was like, holy shit. And there was a difference between the first, I would say, 8 minutes that he played in the last 6 minutes, or the first 10 minutes in the last 8 minutes. Like, there was a massive difference. And to me, that's what I've been saying about J-Dub. He's different. And if you take out the jitters, you take out all that other stuff that comes with it, I think you see somebody that puts up 20 points in that 18 minutes easy.
I agree. There was a sense to me during that span that was very similar to the summer league, which was kind of like, right, he played himself out of playing this in the preseason.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's so geared in. Like, the only reason he needs to play in the preseason is to get everybody else acclimated with him. He doesn't need the experience right now. And like, he showed that in one game in the summer league. Like, and I don't know what he's been doing.
Yeah.
But he's been working. Like, he came back in the best shape on the team. And I mean that. I mean, he really came in like looking like an NBA freaking superstar, dude.
Yeah, and it goes back to when we say that we believe this team is going to be special this year. We've consistently said this is a top 4 team in the West. We believe so. And we didn't really care about any of the trades that are going to be happening between now and then either. Like, we just felt like this is a top 4 team in the West. And a lot of people just don't see it. A lot of people think that we're, way, too premature on this thing. And, one of our buddies, Vic from over All Things Basketball, if you haven't checked out his podcast, guys, go take a look. He's, doing a Western Conference outlook, and he's talking about the teams that are going to be above or below. Get to the Thunder, and he says 45, and he says above 45 wins. But And then he goes on to talk about you and I, Mark, and about our fan base and about we're super fans and all that stuff, and just saying that's a little bit prematurely. My thing about this is that every single time that I talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder and this is too soon, it's always somebody on the other end saying that this team's going to win plus 45 games, right? So for me, I keep on stopping. I'm like, okay, like if this team wins 53 games, this is a top 4 team in the West.
Yeah.
So if they're saying plus 45 wins, are they saying 46 and stopping? No, they're saying 47, 48 wins. So what's the difference between 47 wins and 48 wins and 53? It's 5 games. And I'm saying that this team is better than a lot of people realize, and it's going to be proof by those 5 games. And that's it, man.
There was a stretch. We had a couple of stretches of really good basketball last year, but there was one stretch in particular, right after the new year, beginning of January. We went on the road, and I still remember like the energy around it. And I have a sense starting right now, starting last night, this energy is going to build to a fever pitch.
It is.
It's going to run really for a lot longer than that one. That was about a 3 to 6 week pure rush where like 3 weeks of great basketball, 6 weeks where we were like on the verge of like, we were sometimes playing great and sometimes we weren't sure what we were going to get. But I think it was like we won 5 or 6 games on a road trip. And then all of a sudden, like that was when we let everybody know that we were for real, because that road trip should have put us in a spot where we were outside of the playoff race. And we came in, and I think there was a big win at Boston there. There's so much going on, and I'm just like, I'm locked in, bro. Like that's what we need. We have to now.
We're super fans. Like, guys, if you're with us and you're understanding what's happening with the Oklahoma City Thunder, you're a super fan. So why are we sitting here and saying the cap is here? You know, like I don't understand these other podcasts that are double downing and saying 43 wins or 44 wins, but we want to see more. You know, I hate that shit. You know, like I want to see more. So I'm going to speak it into existence instead of sit there on my asshole and saying, guess what, guys? I'm hoping we win more than 43 games. No, fuck that shit. We are going to win more than 43 games. We are going to win more than 48 games because this team is special. And that's that. I mean, we can sit here and we can pull anything else we want out. But the reality is that you look at Chet. He was the biggest piece we were missing last year. Missing on rebounding, offensive boards, the defensive impact in the inside. Like he was everything we were missing the most last year. You plug him in and you get Shea better. You get J-Dub better because we've talked about the developmental aspect of each one of these guys and how they're getting better. You put all that in together. And how can you not say that this team is going to win 7 to 15 more games than they did last year? You know, how can you not say that? And I say 15 because if we win a playoff series, we have a chance to win 15 more games than we did last year. And that's something we have to look at. We have to circle and say, this is a possibility here. You know, I'm not trying to just, you know, I'm a super fan, man. I want this.
Dude, I want it too. And I'm ready to say it, dude. I think, honestly, when you look at the depth we have, when you look at our youth, when you look at a player like Shea, who's clearly first team All NBA MVP candidate, you got like a guy like Chet, who's a Rookie of the Year candidate and Defensive Player of the Year candidate out from the beginning. You've got J-Dub, who could already be in the candidate for Most Improved. Josh Giddey, who is got a chance to over the next couple of years lead the league in assists and continue to improve every element of his game. Like, honestly, at this stage right now, we have the best team in the NBA. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people are like, oh, no, we're 3 years away or whatever. Like, I get that, like, our game, like, needs maturation. Like, Coach Daignault and the team, it needs time, right? But standing where we are right now, because of the youth we have, like, flat out, there's no other team that has a brighter future and is also in the middle of something that's really good right now. Other teams like, oh, we have a bright future, but nothing good now. Or they have something good now, but they don't have a bright future. Like, we've got both, and we're going for it.
9 players, guys. That's what separates us from the rest of the teams out there. 9 players. I'm not talking about our starters. I'm talking 6 through 15, man. Those 9 guys are the difference between us being a 500 team and us winning many more games than 500. And it's as simple as that. Kenny Hustle, Mischich, Jack White, JRE, J Will. I mean, we could go on and on and on and on. There is no stopping it. Even Trey Mann, the way he looks with his haircut out there, hell fucking yes, guys. Like, this is a team that is destined for greatness. Whether or not we want to be on that side of saying that this is or this isn't, I think it's quite obvious where Mark and I stand. So we appreciate you guys. We will be back for the next game coming up here pretty quickly. Join us for it. We don't show the game, but we are the commentaries to the game. We will make you guys laugh, and we also smoke, drink. It's fun. Join us.
We appreciate Unc for joining us. Nicholas, Devin, what's up, guys? We'll see you guys next time. Can't wait.